In this industry, she was known as the most diligent and certainly the tidiest owner. For 10 long years, without missing a single day, she performed her cleaning ritual for an hour. But no one knew that this very dedication would harden her lungs and eventually stop her heart. Greetings, everyone. I am Cheongdam Paul, finding vital clues in these cases to protect your survival. Today's case is a heartbreaking story about a dog hotel owner who loved her puppies more than anything. For her sensitive customers and the dogs, she was obsessed with cleanliness, perhaps more than anyone else. Ironically, however, what drove her to her death were the very cleaning supplies she used every day to maintain that spotlessness.
Ma'am, what's wrong? Ma'am, hello, is this 911? This is the dog care center, right across from the police station. The owner collapsed while cleaning, she's foaming at the mouth, and her body is burning up, please, hurry.
It was 10 a.m. when an employee arrived to open the shop, but sadly she had already passed away. As soon as we received the report, we immediately headed straight to the scene. When we arrived at the scene, the air was thick with chemical fumes, enough to make your eyes water. The poor dogs, sensing the danger, were trembling with anxiety and barking continuously. The deceased was found lying near the drain. But what caught my eye were the cleaning tools around her. A large container of bleach and a bottle of scented laundry detergent, both with their caps open, were mixed together in a basin. The floor was shining clean, but the air was too heavy to even take a breath. The condition of the body was truly tragic. Her airways were severely swollen, and her lungs were filled with fluid. It looked as if she had drowned, showing all the signs of a drowning victim. But the reality is she died on a dry floor without a single drop of water around her. The smell she inhaled every day for 10 years. Why did it become a fatal weapon on this particular day? To determine the exact cause of death, we requested an autopsy from forensics.
And the results showed her lungs were destroyed, beyond belief for someone only in their 30s. She already had advanced COPD, and the cause was acute respiratory failure from inhaling a massive amount of high-concentration chlorine gas. This deadly chlorine gas is created when you mix bleach with neutral detergents like laundry soap. In fact, this is the same type of gas used during World War II in tragic places like Auschwitz. Looking at the report, it seems she had been mixing bleach and detergent daily for the past decade. She had been inhaling toxic fumes little by little, which caused her lungs to harden and fail over time. And on that fateful day, with no ventilation, the gas dealt the final fatal blow. The poison she inhaled in small amounts every day had been building up to a critical point for 10 years.
When I interviewed the part-time worker who reported the incident and witnessed the scene,
The owner was extremely sensitive to smells, she wanted to get rid of the dog urine odor completely. When I asked her, "Ma'am, isn't that smell too strong?" she would say, "Mixing it like this cleans better, and smells good, so the dogs like it." She always turned off the ventilation fan when cleaning, because she said it was too noisy. I just can't believe that this happened to her.
even the regular customers used to call her the Queen of Cleaning. But behind her meticulous nature lay a dangerous belief, a false formula that the sterilization power of bleach plus the cleaning power of detergent equals perfect cleaning, and the complacency, thinking it's been fine for 10 years, so it will be fine today. That was the seed of this tragedy. Now let's reconstruct the case. When the chemicals in bleach meet the surfactants in neutral detergent, they react violently, spewing out toxic chlorine gas. Essentially, she had been conducting a dangerous chemical experiment in a closed space for over an hour daily for 10 years. When the active ingredients in bleach react with the detergent or alcohol, they create harmful substances like chlorine gas or chlorine gas. Especially if hot water was used, the amount of gas produced increases explosively. Her lungs were already weakened, like an old worn-out balloon from 10 years of damage. And that 1 hour on that day was what finally burst that balloon. Now, to prevent such an absurd and tragic accident, Officer Sul So-hee, our investigator for safe living, will brief you on the methods, so please remember and practice them.
Hello everyone, I am Officer Sul So-hee, here to brief you on safety in your daily life. I also have a puppy at home, so this case feels very personal to me, as if it's not just someone else's story. To all business owners and homemakers, please, I beg you, follow these rules when cleaning. First, mixing bleach with laundry or dish detergent turns into poison. Therefore, the absolute rule is to use bleach and other whitening agents completely alone. Some of you might mix detergent, baking soda, or citric acid, thinking it cleans better, right? At that very moment, your bathroom or store becomes a gas chamber. Do not mix them, use them separately, and always rinse thoroughly in between. Second, you must use only cold water. When bleach meets hot water, its components break down and release toxic fumes. You might turn on hot water to remove dirt, but that is like cooking your own lungs. Please remember this: bleach means, unconditionally, cold water. Third, and most importantly, ventilation is a must during cleaning. The victim in this case mentioned, she turned off the fan because of the noise. But even if the smell isn't strong, gas is still being generated. So you must open the windows, turn on the fans, and definitely wear a mask. Lastly, do not ignore the signals your body is sending you. If you start coughing, or your eyes sting while cleaning, that's not a sign of cleanliness, it's a signal that your body is being damaged by toxic gas. Get out of there, immediately. And this danger isn't just about bleach. Common products we use at home can cause harmful chemical reactions if mixed. You just need to remember a few things. First, the combination of bleach and rubbing alcohol. If these two meet, they can create a substance called chloroform. This substance makes you dizzy, drains your energy, and can suppress your nervous system, so you must never use them together. Next is mixing laundry detergent and fabric softener excessively. Excess is absolutely forbidden. The two products can react, causing itchy skin, or difficulty in breathing. Especially those with asthma or allergies, you need to be extra careful. Also, many people use baking soda and vinegar together for cleaning. But when they meet, the cleaning effect is lost, and in a closed container, CO2 is generated, which can cause the lid to pop off explosively. Finally, the combination of insecticides with air fresheners or deodorizers can react in the air, irritating your eyes, nose, and throat. It is particularly dangerous for seniors or those with weak lungs. Summarizing everything I've said, the conclusion is simple: do not mix cleaning supplies or chemical products. Each product has a different role, and it's hard to predict what reaction will occur when mixed. Even if you just remember the 4 points I mentioned today, you can prevent most home accidents caused by chemical mixtures. Your safety is my, Officer Sul So-hee's, #1 goal. To help us with our future videos, please let us know in the comments where you are watching Cheongdam Paul's survival file from. This was Officer Sul So-hee, in charge of your life safety.
Just like Officer So-hee's wonderful briefing, the hidden weapons within our daily convenience are closer than we think. What if her sincerity in running the dog hotel for 10 years had been directed towards following safety rules instead? That 1 hour of cleaning every day should not have been a time gnawing away at her life, but a healthy time preparing for tomorrow. Please check your bathroom and utility room today. Are your bleach and detergent sitting side by side? Please separate them right now. Interest in safety is an act of love. If you want to continue investigating the final clues of life, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment telling us where you are watching from. This was Cheongdam Paul's Survival File. I will see you in the next survival file with a new case.